Welcome all of you here. Lord Shivratri was there yesterday, but we still have the offer. 3 times validity as per the 3 eyes of Lord Shiva. Yes, of course. 3 times validity plus 45% off on SSC course subscriptions, batch subscriptions, test also. I say or suggest the Super Elite also, in which you get access to everything in just one subscription. And tomorrow, do have a look. 3 times validity and 45% off, and not only for SSC subscriptions but also for railways and combo batches also. Do have a look. We start now. Thank you. Sorry. So much. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead. Sorry. Reducing brightness so that it is even clearer. Let's go, everyone. Okay. The analyst said the system crashed while we were processing the client data. Usually, such sentences, good evening, Anil, do not change because they are dependent on each other in terms of time. If we change this, that is also changed and they get away from each other. So that will change the overall meaning of the sentence. I repeat. When we have just one sentence, he said, I finished this 2 hours ago. We transform that. He had finished this 2 hours before and such. But when both the actions are dependent on each other, we usually do not change them. So I'm looking for the options which do not change them. Picking the most appropriate one. The analyst said that the system crashes. That was already past. In past, we'll go further in past. Can't be present tense. Had crashed. I'm not preferring this, to be honest. Not preferring this. Yeah, that should be better. Perfect. But the problem here was told. They are not telling anyone. Tell is a ditransitive verb, takes the object first. He told me, I told him, she requested me, asked me, ordered me, and there is no one they are telling. So won't be preferring this. Now if I had to make a priority, he said system had crashed while they processed. That was already continuous tense. How can I put this in past indefinite? So the most appropriate choice here is the third one. Vogue, fashion brand also. Yes, that's the name of a fashion brand also. It's not vague, unclear. This is vogue, fashion, trending, prevalent, existing, extant, ANT. Unpopular? No, no. Fashion is something which is popular. Outdated? No. Fashion is something that we currently or contemporary is supposed to be. United? No, that's not the context. When we have fashion, perfect. That has to be the meaning. Exact. Aditi. The team is analyzing present continuous. Okay. Yes. The magazine also. Yep. Discussing things or trends which are going on in terms of fashion. Yep. Exactly, Mohini. The team is analyzing the feedback. So the feedback is analyzing. Being analyzed was? No, that's passive, not narration. Has? No. Is? What about ing? Is ing passive tone, feedback subject, object changed? Perfect. What is the meaning of one word for this? Of one mind. Sandhya. Sagar. Welcome. Exactly. Anonymous is the one who doesn't have name. Who said that? Nelson Mandela. Who said that? Mother Teresa. Who said that? Mahatma Gandhi. Who said that? I don't know the name of the author, but that's a quotation. That has to be anonymous. Unanimous with one mind. Uni. Perfect. Universal, belonging to all parts of world. Similar can't be of one mind. Maybe similar in terms of looks, design, shape, etc. Unanimous. The pursuit of happiness is a timeless human endeavor, but its definition has throughout history. Sandhya. Was trying to say the pursuit of happiness is a timeless human endeavor, but the definition has changed throughout history. Changed, not remained. Stagnant is also constant. Remain remains the same. Declined. How can definition decline? That's the definition. No, that's not appropriate. That's the definition. Definition can be this or that. Can't reduce or increase. Evolve in the sense of changed. Happiness differs for everyone. The definition of happiness is different for everyone. Classical philosophy viewed happiness as a eudaimonia. I hope you remember words with this root word eu, which is always good. Remember euphoria, good state of mind. Euphemism, using good terms in place of harsh, impolite, rude, obscene words. Eulogy, praising someone. Mm. So, a state of flourishing achieved through virtuous action and living a life of somewhat. Yes, great. If you are saying action, you can't say leisure. I'm sitting at home doing nothing. That can't be action. Apathy, it doesn't matter to me whether you go or not. Can't define any action. We have nothing opposite. We are talking about the state of happiness. So, how can conflict come? The only intention, that's my purpose, that's my goal for which I'm performing all these things, doing all these things. So, purpose. Yep. Action and a life of purpose. That's my intention. If I achieve that, I'll be happy. It's not a temporary emotion, but a long term state. In contrast, okay, modern interpretations often blank space happiness with pleasure and the accumulation of material goods. Okay, now I realize the definition has evolved, changed, because nowadays people think happiness is pleasure. People think happiness is accumulating material things. Okay, it has changed. Modern interpretations blank space happiness with pleasure. Kham Samida. Obviously equating cause. For me, happiness, I'm not saying about myself, but just putting an example. Oh, you have an iPhone, you must be happy. Oh my God, he has a Ferrari, Audi, Lambo, he must be happy. Happiness is not accumulation of material goods, but now people relate that, equate that as per the option. Separate? No, no, they are thinking of this, not separating it. Challenge? No, we are defining happiness. Definition, not challenging. Assess, maybe, but equate something with something. We have another object. Equating this with that. For me, happiness is equal to having this or that or that. Yes, exactly. Happiness is equal to, equate is the verb form, equate or equal the adjective. Equal, Mohini. ATE, the verb suffix, translate, formulate, regulate, appropriate, enunciate, equal, equate, the verb form of equal. This shift can lead to a constant, exhausting chase for the next definition. Some contemporary thinkers are revisiting classical ideas, advocating for a more approach there. D blank first. Yes, equal, adjective, equate, the verb form. Yes, of course. Despite is a preposition, can't add sentences. Some thinkers are, no, despite is a preposition. Instead will show something like, in place of this, they were doing this instead. But there is no change in theme here, so can't use instead. Previously will go to past, but they said contemporary. Now, now can't be previously. Consequently, as a result of that, because definitions are changing, as a result of that, they are revisiting classical ideas, advocating for a more blank space approach that so as a result of that, consequently, because of that. Good evening, chivalrous. Advocating for a more blank space approach that integrates purpose, relations, growth, more superficial, fragmented, commercial, holistic. Yes, of course, we always say that holistic approach, not tackling things 5% or 10%. If I'm doing something, I'll be giving my 100%, whole, WHOLE. Whole approach, holistic, because we have all the things combined, integrating purpose, not only purpose, but also relations and personal growth and this and this and that. Whole. Superficial will be light. The passage is positive, not negative. Fragmented, broken, but we are integrating, combining. Commercial, we are not earning money from that and such. Holistic, complete, full. No, commercial purposes are for monetary purposes like .com. That's the company. Sagar, I'm putting a practical example I have gone through. Take down, hey, remove that, take it down, is this. In this age of technology these days, I honestly did something back in probably 2013-14. I wasn't aware of all these terms, rules, norms. I liked a video and I uploaded on my YouTube channel some 10 years or even more than that. I got a copyright strike. Okay. A takedown notice. If you do not take it down, your channel can be, and YouTube has this policy, if you get 3 uh what should I say, copyright strike is, yes, probably strike, not claim. Claim is okay, but strike, if we get 3, the channel will be banned forever. You can't gain that channel or get that channel again. So I got a take down notice. I remember from that day, take something down. Why are you putting this flex here? Take it down. Remove. It is to remove. The noise from the party next door finally removed. Noise is not removed. Not appropriate. Yes, Aditi, great. Get along. Hey, come. We get along with people who are this and such to maintain good relation with, be friendly with people, sociable and such. No, noise, I think was die down, finish. And noise was there, but it vanished. That's appropriate. Fallout is honestly falling out. I'm sorry, I just fell out like that. Fallout has many meanings, but okay. So die down, vanish. Of course. She said that she was reading a book. Hey, I'm reading a book. I was. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Now, I am. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Okay. Have been will be had been. She is reading. That is also correct, but second priority. She was reading, but if she's saying, probably we have a better choice. She must be talking about herself first. If not, D would have been the answer. Mini. It is asked in spell check also. Remember the spelling. Tiny, exactly. Mini, tiny. Ugly, no. Synonym, yep. Vast, no. Petty, yes, but tiny is a better choice. Petty is also the same. Petty. Things will continue as they are for the, you need that spelling. Chivalrous. Yes, of course. The root word FORE means, okay, putting B plus this becomes before. All the organs of the body, head first, forehead, FOREHEAD. Uh, this is palm, this is hand, forearm, arm, I should say. Tell plus 4. Let me tell you what is going to happen in the future. You're going to be an engineer. Foretell. Cast, 4, forecast, forehead. That means already before. So things will continue as they are for the FORE first of all. So that is incorrect. Now C, SEE, foretell, foresee, SEE, SEE, SEE. But that's not foreseeable, foreseeable, able, ABLE, not I in between. Make no bones about from PYQs. Yes, C, able, for. Perfect. No bones, no problem, no hesitation, no objection. Like when we eat non-veg, we can't eat bones. So if something has bones is problematic. If something doesn't have bones, no problem. Speak openly without hesitation. Equivocate. I'm sure we remember. Ambiguity. Equivocate. From equal, EQU, vocate, VOCA. No, it doesn't have double S. Equation, no, nothing like Q. No K. Vocals, at least, VOCAL. Equivocal, when words have double meaning or unclear meaning, or I said something else but it means this also, that intentional ambiguity is called equivocation. I said intentional ambiguity. Ambiguity is not intentional. I didn't want to confuse you, but if I'm confusing you intentionally by saying something, that's equivocal. Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate. I remember juvenile is for those kids of say 14 years, 16 years, or less than 18 years. So related to the young, it is. Sagar, chivalrous, and the others. Great. So rejuvenate is become young, freshness, power, happy, cheerful state of mind. The antonym of that should be update, synonym. Replenish, fill once again, synonym. Revive, bring back to life, synonym. Suppress, antonym. Yep. Yep. The news of the engagement spread very quickly. Hit the sack, go to bed, spread like wildfire. Exactly, yep. Spread very quickly. Break the ice. Start a conversation in order to make the others feel comfortable. Start a conversation. Go down in flames. It went down in flames like a plane crash. It honestly defines that idiomatically. Need not be a crash, but some company which is not performing well is almost gone. Something that went down in flames. Failed completely. So spread like wildfire. Spread very quickly. Preclude. Yep. Simran. Camera went off. Let me change the battery in seconds. Yes, it is. Yes, destroyed or failed miserably. Yes, that is to stop, prevent, preclude, not letting something happen. So evade is also you are giving me something to do and I'm just, okay, I'll do that later. He went away, evading from your responsibility, I can say. Slip away. Circumvent is also to, yes, yes, I'll come. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Evade. Shirk, no, I don't want to do this. How should I avoid doing this? Maybe I'm going there. I'll do that later. Evade, evade, evade. Promote is to let something happen. Opposite. Rest of those mean the same. Evade, evade, evade. Slip away. Not willing to do something from your responsibilities also. No, evade is the synonym. We had to mark the antonym. The rest of those had the same meaning. Evade. Superlative degree. Prasanna. Mohini. When I start the session, this particular one, I always say, okay, reducing brightness so that it becomes even clearer for you. So if clearer is the comparative degree of clear, which is already there in the options, so what should be the superlative then? Thank you. Clear, clearer than clearest, not most clear. He lowered his voice lest no, Aditi. Lest is not followed by would. The fixed pairing lest not followed by would or will, just one model. Lest is followed by should. Now, chivalrous. Lest is not followed by will, would, can, could, or any other model. Then should, the only one. But sir, we don't have should here in the options. The second possibility is then lest is followed by straight V1. The subjunctive mood, if you have heard of or gone through. Otherwise, in the classes you will. Lest is followed by either the model should or the subjunctive mood. Fresh V1, no SES, no V2, no V3, no ing, nothing, 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 nothing. Not followed by would, not followed by would or will. Had is V2. No, 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 just one, V1. Lest is followed by either should or the present subjunctive mood. Yep. Smartphone is expensive, then just like a model takes a V1, lest takes a V1, the subjunctive mood. Yep. Perfect. Expensive then. Expenses is not a comparative degree adjective, so we can put then after that. More expensive than. Incomplete comparative degree. If you're putting then, there should be a comparative sense that we don't have. More expensive than. And of course, we are comparing. This smartphone I bought last year, the one, two in the comparative, more expensive than. Yes, that was wrong. In examinations, sometimes we feel ambiguous, uncertain. She walked onto the bridge. No, Aditi. For example, you bought something for 80,000 rupees. Oh my God, so expensive. I bought something for 1 lakh rupees, sir. Your phone is more expensive than mine. Mine is also expensive, but yours is more. Now somebody having 1.5 lakh rupee phone, oh my God, his is even more or much more expensive than ours. Is that okay, Aditi? If anything is expensive, for example, we bought a car for 70 lakh rupees. So expensive. One may buy for 2.5 crore rupees also. One may buy for 10 crore rupees also. One may have more expensive also. Yes, the relative way. Yep. So I bought an expensive phone, another one that was more expensive than that. Yep. Uh, yes, I did the same. She walked onto the bridge. That is grammatically correct, but yes, that was my mistake. I got this wrong. And one more. I thought she walked onto the bridge. Actually, that should be like this is the bridge. If this is the bridge, she must be here, not on the bridge. She walked on to the bridge. That motion is going to be okay. Let me enjoy this beautiful view of rivers and mountains. So I'm just stepping on the bridge now. That has to be this position. I thought she was walking on the bridge because that's the only thing I can think of. You said the same. That's also possible. How can we call this a grammatical mistake? Like she was stepping onto the bridge to enjoy the beautiful scenery and such out there. There was no error. I clicked the same A fraction, but there was no error. Okay. It happens in examinations. One or two questions will show us that uncertainty. And here, haste made the waste. So close options we have. Yes, that was a tricky one. Indeed, it was the tricky one. And I made the mistake. Even as a teacher, I made the mistake. So for a student, for sure. Chivalrous. Yes, we were discussing this yesterday and I did the same, but I was wrong. I did the same. I'll show you I answered probably in 5 seconds or 7. I didn't take much time for this, but that haste. Okay, let me do this. Made waste. I took just 9 seconds. The person fond of luxury, stoic, hedonist. Yep. Clicking, go in ahead. But that was my mistake because we had a better choice. We are not wrong. We are not wrong, but we have a better choice. So yes, we shouldn't do this in examinations. If I were there in the actual examination, I'm sure I won't do this, but sure. A person fond or adapted to luxury or indulgence. Hedonist is slightly different. That's the result of that. Hedonist is the one who seeks pleasure. He is a pleasure seeker. Indirectly, that's the same, but somehow Epicurean is not like adapted to luxury or indulgence. That's also the one who is devoted. So we can copy this fond of. Devoted to sensory pleasures, especially of fine food or drink. That's the same. But especially this is fond of, adapted, devoted. So that has to be slightly better choice. Both are correct. C is a better choice. Agree. However, I Stoic is the one who is indifferent to pleasure or pain. Ascetic in the same category. Gandhiji lived the life of an ascetic, eating the simplest fruits of the earth, sleeping on a plank in the open air even in the midst of winter, and caring nothing for his personal appearance. So that's ascetic. Stoic, ascetic, opposite. Hedonist, Epicurean, the same, but slightly better. Yes, that's real test. It happens. Yes, chivalrous. Yep, fine food and drink. Perfect, chivalrous. Yep, straight. Vladimir Koppen, full name, developed a climate system. The system divides the division, so straight, starting with R, full name, defining. Then we have that system, which is there in S. Then the division, which is there in P, RSP. First option, any other? Nope, done. Sometimes they are also tricky. Do have a look. But just one option was there. Okay. Sometimes parajumbles are also tricky like that. Hedonist and Epicurean. Aryansh. Is that Yash Arya from the previous session? Yes. Arya Yash. It should be. Most welcome, brother. Most welcome. Thank you. Yes. A couple of statements discussing the statue's design. Which statue? Statue? All repairs. Where are we repairing? The interior of what? Define that first. The Statue of Liberty. Okay. Starting with C. Two options are there. Okay. Statue of Liberty is authentic. Time and tense, present tense. Okay. In terms of location, setting, form, design, material, substance, use, function, spirit, feeling. This is talking about design. That's also talking about design of the same statue and in the present tense. Why am I emphasizing present tense? We'll show you. Seems better to me. The Statue of Liberty is authentic and its form, design, etc. The statue's design and purpose have been preserved. Okay, that has been, or they have been preserved from the time of its construction. Okay. These are the two sentences which are discussing things in present tense. There are two sentences which are discussing things in past. The interior iron strap work supporting the metal skin was replaced in 1986, past. And all the repairs were made. So if something is replaced, we call that repair. DA must be together. I won't say B can take D straight after that, but CB connected, present tense, in general, DA connected. It was replaced, but the repair was DA. CBDA, straight. CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes. That's all we had in this session. Thank you so much everyone for being here. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. Chivalrous Mohini, SOS Yash, most welcome. Sagar, most welcome brother. Aditi, phenomenal every single day. Thanks a lot. And the others present out here. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. See you pretty soon. Finishing things now. And yes, before that, let me inform you once again that one can grab, I think, 45% off, but 3 times validity on this Mahashivratri. It's showing Valentine's Day. Yep. Shivratri success sale using the code SHIV to get 40% off, 40%, and 3 times validity. 3 times. Okay. Go check. And yes, one course is starting this week, the foundation course 6.0. Most welcome, everyone here. 5.0 recently started, 6.0 starting this, I think, Friday, if I'm not wrong. Everyone's starting from scratch. Most welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Be safe. Have a smile. Thank you, Aditi. Mohini. My name is Kapil Dev Sharma. You are also welcome. Thank you, Chivalrous, and everyone here. Take care. Be safe. Thank you, Mohini. Your efforts, your perseverance, your hard work, which is the key to success. Initially, when we start, there are a lot of sections: RC, cloze test, parasamples, say voice, narration, fillers, antonym, synonym, idiom phrases, spell check, error detection. My goodness. Can't cover each of these in 15 days or a month. It takes time, but thank you for saying that. When we start finishing or tackling them, it gives us pleasure. थोड़े questions तो बनने लगे हैं, अच्छा लग रहा है. Thank you, and you yourself are to get the credit of this because of your hard work. Keep on. God bless you. आगे एक लाइन लिखेंगे आप कि सर वो ये वाली पोस्ट मिली इस बार, ठीक है, बट एक और पोस्ट चाहिए, अभी इनकम टैक्स ही लेना है, अभी MEA में ही जाना है. Will happen for sure. Sagar, thanks a lot. Thank you. See you, everyone.